na yung nasakyan naming airplane was a 737. Tignan mo. Sabi ko pala, kinakabahan na ako. Hi friends! Welcome back to the vlog. Before we start, I wanted to let you guys know na medyo pangit yung lighting natin ngayon. Not that my lighting is like superb, but yung ring light na ginagamit ko, it suddenly stopped working. I don't know why. May sira na nga ata talaga siya. Ngayon pa talaga siya nasira. But, ayan, sana mapagtsagaan nyo pa rin tong video na to. I think we don't need an intense lighting naman because the video is not going to be about makeup. So this is more of like, you know, a chit-chat, very informal video. I would like to share with you guys lang some of the things that I have learned during our Georgia travel. So, and I've been meaning to create a video about it. Not yung mga cinematic videos ha, or yung mga travel vlogs like, hi guys, first day in Georgia. No, because I realized I don't think I'm meant for those things. I'm just not that creative. But what this video is going to be about would be, you know, some of the things that I have learned and observed during our trip. I've took down some notes, and during the travel, or you know, while we were traveling, nagsusulat talaga ako na ganito pala. Pero I've narrowed it down to just 9 items kasi I don't want this video to be super long. So I think ito lang yung mga 9 items that would help you guys out if you are interested to know what my observations are, or the things that I've learned, or just, you know, general tips and tricks, or if you're planning a trip to Georgia, maybe you'd be interested to watch this video. So if you are, then just please continue watching. Okay, so I have my notes here, very short notes lang. Again, I don't want this video to drag on ng super tagal. By the way, I always say that sa umpisa ng video ko, and then I don't realize na sobrang haba na pala ng video kasi blah 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 blah. But anyway, I'll try to make this video as quick but as concise and as detailed as possible. So let's start. Okay, the very first one is don't exchange currency in your home country. I don't know if this is a standard rule sa mga nagta-travel or if this is something that's known to everyone. Pero ako nakalimutan ko na eh. So I really, meron pa akong doubt nung una na dapat ba dito ako magpapalit sa Dubai or pagdating na sa Georgia. Pero buti na lang I did my research and hindi kami nagpa-scam. Actually, hindi naman siya scam. Pero sa Terminal 2, when we were done checking in, merong lumapit sa amin na lalaki, taga currency exchange, whatever, basta yun. And he was saying, oh, are you guys going to Georgia? I have Larry here. Maybe you want to exchange your like dirham or dollars here. So nagtanong lang ako out of curiosity. And then, yung kinote niya sa akin, sobrang baba. As in, nakakahimatay sa baba. As in, yung difference niya is 1,000 Lari. Okay. Ang laki. And I was like, sabi ko, sorry, but that's too much. Hindi yan yung ina-expect kong kapalit netong dollars na meron ako. And he was saying na, no, kasi wala na nga nga itong commission. Ito na yung pinakamababang exchange rates na makukuha mo, blah, blah, blah. And iba daw yung exchange rates, sa selling rate, sa buying rate, whatever. Buti na lang we didn't buy it. And I stood my ground. And I was like, no, I don't think, you know, I'm gonna exchange it here. I'd rather exchange it once we land in Georgia. And buti na lang, it was a good call on our end kasi when we got there, yung kung paano ko kinompute yung equivalent ng dollars namin, yun yung nabigay sa amin. And sad lang din kasi I overheard, chismosa lang, isang kabayan, like isang Filipina, sabi niya dun sa kasama niya na, hindi na ako magpapapalit kasi nagpapalit na ako sa Dubai. Tapos parang sayang nga kasi ang laki pala nung difference. I was like, oh, nako. So anyway, sana wala nang mabiktima. Actually, hindi naman siya scam. Just do your research and know na I think for the most part, mas okay na magpapalit tayo ng currency natin sa destination country. The second one is not a tip or a trick. It's more of like, I want to share with you guys na yung nasakyan naming airplane was a 737, tignan mo, sabi ko pala, kinakabahan na ako, was a 737 MAX. So if you guys are following aviation news or if you're an aviation geek, you know na nasuspend tong aircraft na to, yung type ng aircraft na to, kasi nga something to do with the MCAS. You guys know about it if you've, you know, reading the news. Hindi naman ako aviation, like I don't know much about aviation, but I'm interested sa mga news na ganyan. Pero yun nga, so nasuspend tong aircraft na to. And recently, I think a few months ago, si Fly Dubai started I think, operating them again. And hindi siya nakalagay dun sa, once you book the tickets, hindi nakalagay kung anong type of aircraft. So, pagdating lang nung nakaupo na kami, dun ko lang na-realize, oh my God, 737 MAX. Diba ito yung nag-crash, ito yung nasuspend, ito yung So, I mean, almost the whole flight from Dubai to Tbilisi, sobrang anxious. As in, parang, hindi, ang weird kasi, ilang beses naman ako sumasakay ng plane, and in general, hindi naman talaga ako sobrang takot. Pero syempre, nandun pa rin yung kaba. Diba? Every time nasasakay ka ng plane, I don't know, maybe it's just me. Pero yung iba yung kaba ko nung alam kong 737, and I know that it's a lot of it, you know, it was psychological kasi nga syempre yung sa mga news na nabasa ko, etc. Pero yun lang, maybe it's worth knowing if you are going to fly with Fly Dubai, going to Tbilisi. Maybe if, you know, if you're scared of flying, or if medyo anxious ka sa mga nababasa mo or nakita mo, or you're just not comfortable flying on a 737 MAX, maybe this is something that you'd want to know. Or you can call Fly Dubai before you book your flights, or before you book your ticket, to confirm anong klaseng aircraft yung gagamitin nila for that flight. But take note lang na syempre, pwede yang mag-iba last minute. So, but with all of that said, I'm trying to be very objective din naman. All of it was psychological. Sa totoong buhay, the flight was very, very smooth. Wala masyadong turbulence. And then the legroom was spacious. As in, malaki yung space. There's food. Oh my gosh, 3.5-hour flight. Merong food. And yung food masarap. Hindi siya yung parang pipichugin na binibigay before. And then, the interiors, maganda din. Hindi ako nag-try mag-toilet kasi nga COVID. And I usually avoid toilets sa plane. So, I can't say anything about their toilets. Pati yung overhead compartment, medyo maluwag. So, and then meron din silang parang ice ng Emirates, so in-flight entertainment, pero yun nga lang, babayaran mo siya, I think 35 dirhams. So, it's not super bad. Kumbaga, okay siya, maganda yung aircraft, maganda yung service, wala akong masasabi. I guess it is all in my head. Pero yun nga, if takot ka, if you're not comfortable, then yun. The third one would be the trains. This is going to be short, so I just wanted to share that the trains in Georgia are okay. They are not the comfiest, but they're okay, and they leave and arrive on time. We took the train from Tbilisi to Mestia, and it was, you know, it was a pleasant experience. I did not, again, try the toilet kasi nga, medyo sensitive ako sa ganyan. Sorry, maarte na talaga, I know, pero yun. It was okay. Maganda yung scenery na makikita mo. It was, again, not the comfiest, pero pwede na siya. And it was just 16 lari for a 6-hour trip. It's not that bad. It's not bad at all. And it arrived on time. Wala ka masyadong magiging problema sa trains nila. What else? Sa mga stops, merong mga naglalako ng food. So if you're hungry, or if you were not able to eat before departure, then you can get foods whenever the train stops. Merong mga pumapasok sa train to, you know, sell some food, bread. Most of the time, bread yung binibenta nila. Okay, number 4 on my list is a tip. So if you are going to, you know, Georgia, ang tip ko sa inyo is download the Bolt app. Para siyang Kareem, so para siyang Grab. I highly encourage you guys to download it. Wag na kayong mag-taxi, as in during the time na nandun kami, puro Bolt lang kami, and mas mura din talaga siya. Sa city, paikot-ikot, siguro pinakamahal na binayad namin was 7 lari. And ano ko pa kasi yun, parang peak timings. Pag hindi peak timings, parang mga 5 or 6 lari lang. So anyway, it's a good app. We had a pleasant experience. Wala kami naging problema. So again, please download Bolt. It will, you know, save you time, save you money, save you the hassle. Yan. And then number 5 on my list, nilagay ko SIM card. So pag land nyo ng Georgia, ng Tbilisi, marami namang nagbebenta ng SIM cards doon. You have Beeline ata yung isa na brand, and then Magti, and then there's another one. We went with Magti. Hindi ko alam kung bakit. I think kasi yun yung wala masyadong pila. Hindi siya masyadong mura. na medyo nasa mid-range yung price niya. I think meron pang mas mura sa Magti. I think yun yung B something. Yun. Pero Magti yung SIM card na kinuha namin. Wala na kaming naging problema when it comes to connection sa tawag. So, it was, a good experience for me. Wala akong masasabi na anything bad about the carrier. And then, the next one is, scam! Let's talk about scam. Okay. Nung pumunta kami ng Mestia, pumunta din kami ng Usguli kasi you cannot reach Usguli without going to Mestia. So, Mestia yung parang base mo. Ngayon, ano ba yung scam dito? Yung mga drivers, minsan, scammers sila. Hindi ko nila lahat. Pero yung particular driver namin, muntik na kaming ma-scam ng 100 lari. Ano ba yung nangyari? Gusto namin pumunta sa Glacier, sa Shakara Glacier. Ngayon, ang unang plan namin was to go to, hindi sa Glacier pala, hindi sa Glacier kasi yung Glacier malayo na. So, gusto lang namin pumunta dun sa restaurant na stop naman talaga before you commence your walk to the Glacier. So, parang from the stop or kung saan kami binaba nung driver namin, I think it's going to be a 3-hour walk papunta, 3-hour walk pabalik. And then we realized, yung papunta na kami, parang, hindi ata natin kakayanin na 3 hours papunta, 3 hours pabalik. So we called the driver and told him na pwede mo ba kaming pick upin na lang doon. So one way lang yung lalakaran namin. And pabalik, we've requested to be picked up. And sabi niya, 100 lari daw. So parang, what the hell? Yung 2-hour drive from Mestia to Usguli, it was 40 lari per person. Tapos ngayon, hindi naman ganun kalayuan yung pagdadrive mo. Sisinglin mo kami ng 100 lari. But at that time, wala na kaming choice. Kasi parang feeling nga namin, hindi kami naabot. And the weather was very, parang hindi na siya maganda. Parang dumidilim na. Tapos medyo umuulan, nag-drizzle na. So parang medyo kinabahan na kami. Sabi namin, sige, magpasundo na lang tayo. Ang problem is, hindi na kami naka-reach dun sa restaurant or dun sa drop-off, yung pit stop, papunta dun sa Glacier. Kasi umulan na. And kumukulog na, and super hangin, sobrang lamig, so parang kami walang signal. So we're like, okay, I think it's just right that we just, go back. Huwag na nating ituloy. Kasi parang medyo malayo pa. And Google Maps, it wasn't helping. So, wag mo ba kami? And tinawagan namin yung driver and we told the driver, okay, I think we will be able to go back on time. Hindi mo na kami kailangan sunduin. Hindi namin siya makontak. Kasi ilang beses kami tumawag, hindi namin makontak. Tumawag kami dun sa place kung saan kami drinop kasi merong restaurant din dun. And they were like, yung driver nyo umalis na, blah, 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 blah. And parang kami, paano aalis? Ang sabi namin, pipick upin kami 3 o'clock. Tumawag kami 1:30 pa lang. It's just, I think a 30 to maybe maximum an hour drive papunta dun sa kung saan kami susunduin. Okay, bakit aalis yung driver namin ng maaga? So, parang kami, that's very fishy. Medyo sketchy. So, tinatawagan namin yung driver, hindi sumasagot. 1:30 kami tumawag. Okay, so parang kami dapat, if susunduin mo kami ng 3, mga 2 o'clock ka aalis. Parang it's very, kasi guys, super lapit lang siya kapag may car. Okay, hindi ka talaga aabutin ng mga 1 hour. So, yun nga, habang pababa kami, tinatry namin tawagin yung driver, hindi sumasagot. Hanggang nakarating na kami dun sa drop-off point, initial drop-off point namin dun sa restaurant, hindi sumasagot, blah, 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 wala yung driver, tinatry namin kausapin yung mga tao dun sa restaurant or explain the situation, and I think they're all like part of that scheme, So, ang sabi namin, okay, tinawagan din namin yung bus station kung saan galing kasi sa Mestia, merong parang bus station doon na isa lang, so lahat ng mga buses, mini buses or mga tours doon nanggagaling. So, tinawagan namin, explain namin situation, sabi, sige, okay, mag-alala, babalik yung driver, stay put, and he will take you to back to Mestia. Kinakabahan kami kasi if hindi kami babalikan ng driver or if walang driver na pabalik ng Mestia, we are going to be stuck in Usguli and wala kaming gamit. As in wala. So parang kami, oh my God. Eventually, at around I think 4 o'clock, yung driver bumalik. And kunwari, he was angry at us kasi nandun na daw siya and kami wala, blah, 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 blah. We didn't buy it kasi nagtanong ulit ako sa isang, one of the guests there na local, Georgian. Sabi ko, from here to the Shakara Glacier restaurant, which is yun yung sana unang pupuntahan namin kasi may magandang view dun. Sabi ko, how long does it usually take by car? And he was like, just 30 minutes. So, hello, 30 minutes, di ba? 30 minutes lang. So, kung umalis ka ng, sinasabi kasi ng babae nung tumawag ko, sinasabi kasi ng mga taga-restaurant, ano ba to? So, sorry sobrang gulo na ng kwento ko. Pero sinasabi kasi ng mga taga-restaurant, nung tumawag kami sa kanila, ng mga 1:30, na umalis na daw, like 15 minutes ago pa. So, kung umalis siya ng 1:15, number one, dapat nadaanan niya kami. Kasi isa lang talaga yung way eh. As in, walang ibang way papunta dun sa pupuntahan na yun. Kundi yung way lang na dinaanan namin. Kasi yun lang talaga, walang iba. Cars, they go there. People, dun sila naglalakad. Papunta dun sa Glacier, sa restaurant. Right? And even dun to the Glacier also. Kaya parang kami, okay, kung 1:15 siya umalis, dapat naabutan niya kami. Or, alam mo yun, nakita namin siya. Pero all throughout our walk, wala kaming nakita ni isang sasakyan. Meron, pero it's a Renault car. And hindi yung driver namin yung laman. Yung driver namin, ang van niya is yung Celica. So, sobrang parang kami, kasi parang medyo, schemy na to. So, nagmatigas din kami. So, sabi namin, hindi kami naniniwala sa'yo na pumunta ka talaga dun sa Glacier. Kasi, number one, if pumunta ka talaga, okay, dapat hindi ka nandito ng time na to. Kasi sabi mo, 1.5 hours papunta. Pero nandito ko na agad nung nagrereklamo kami. Parang in like 20 minutes, nakababa siya from the Glacier. We're like, what? Sobrang weird. Ayun nga, nagmatigas kami. Sabi namin, we're not gonna pay 100 liras for this. This is, it's bullshit. Parang ganun. Ang sinabi na lang niya is baka pwede nyo na lang akong bigyan ng 40 lari for gas or whatever. Turns out nga na hindi siya talaga nagpunta dun sa Glacier. Nag-abang lang siya. Kung pinatay niya yung phone niya. I think he's also scheming with the guys, girls, whatever, the staff from the restaurant. And pinark lang niya yung car niya somewhere near na kunwari nagpunta siya ng Glacier. So that's how, yun yung parang deduced scenario namin. And ayun nga, 'di ba? If ikaw ba, pumunta ka talaga dun sa Glacier niya, sinasabi mo 1.5 hours away, papayag ka ba na hindi ka babayaran ng 100 lira? Of course not. 'Di ba? Magmamatigas ka din. Pero the fact na he was just, fine, can you just give me 40 lari? Blah, blah, blah. So, ayun. So, iwasan nyo lang yon, plan your trips mabuti, and yeah. Kaya muntik na kami ma-scam. Na-scam kami ng 40 lari. Pero, okay na rin. Okay na yan. And the next tip, number 7, is download GoTrip app. Actually, hindi. Sorry, wala silang app. Pero if you are planning a cross-country travel, then you might want to look at GoTrip. So, sila, para din siyang Bolt app, para siyang Grab or Careem, pero mas malayo yung reach niya. So, this is more pag medyo long distance na yung travel and hindi lang siya yung within the city. We used the GoTrip when we went to Kazbegi, when we went to Quarelli. Quarelli is in Kakheti region of Georgia. So, medyo malayo, like mga 2 hours away, 3 hours away. It was also what we used from Kazbegi to the airport, which was 3.5 hours away. And lahat ng trips namin with them were very, very pleasant. Yung drivers, very, very accommodating then. Most of them, actually all of them, they didn't speak English. So we communicated via Google Translate. And favorite talaga namin na driver was Ruslan. If you are planning a trip, then please look for Ruslan sa GoTrip. He's very accommodating. As in, kakwentuhan ka pa niya ng history ng place na to, ganyan-ganyan, saan mo pwedeng pumunta. He's going to give you advice and all of that using Google Translate. So, imagine how super, wala lang, nakaka-touch. Kasi, di ba, ang hirap kaya mag-type. So, ayun. But anyway, all the drivers that we've encountered sa GoTrip, they're very good. So, I highly, highly recommend them as well. Pero, caveat, medyo mahal sila. Okay? So, mayroong mga ibang options. You can take the marshrutka, yung minibus, mas mura, as in super, super mura compared sa mag-go trip. Nasa sa'yo na lang talaga yan kung ano yung budget mo or kung ano yung willing ka i-sacrifice, kung mas okay sa'yo na, basta may pera ka, yung comfort kahit hindi na masyado. So, kung ano yung priority mo. I'm just giving you options. Maybe you'd like to, consider. Next one. Nakalagay sa notes ko, salisigang. Okay, hindi ito nangyari sa amin, pero when we were in Tbilisi, meron din kaming dalawang Filipinos, kabayan, na over, ano ba yan? Sobrang chikadora, jokes. mga marites in the making. Hindi, na-overheard lang namin. So, hindi naman namin kasalanan, no? Bumibili kami ng something, tapos nag-uusap sila. I think I'm not sure if mag-asawa na sila, or mag-boyfriend-girlfriend pa lang. Pero, based dun sa narinig ko, yung lalaki, nawalan siya ng phone. Nawalan siya ng cellphone, and nag-aaway na sila. As in, talagang major away. Siyempre, in Tagalog, diba? So, yung mga ibang tao, hindi naman maintindihan. Yung mga Filipinos lang din yung makakaintindi. Pero parang sinasabi nung babae, saan mo ba nilagay yung cellphone mo? Blah, blah, blah. And yung lalaki, nagmumura na siya na parang, bakit ako yung sinisisi mo? Hindi ko nga alam, blah, blah, blah. If tama yung hindi ko kasi sila tinitignan, parang I only had a glimpse. Pero yung lalaki, parang fanny pack ba tawag? Basta belt bag or something na nandito sa katawan niya. So, ang sinasabi niya is, meron daw nag-approach sa kanya, humingi ng yosi. Parang, hindi ko alam if humingi ng yosi or lighter. Basta merong hiningi sa kanya, or merong parang ni-request sa kanya na binuksan niya yung bag niya and may kinuha siyang something. So, parang, syempre kami, mga marites nga, feeling namin, ang nangyari was, nagkakuha niya ng lighter or kung yosi or kung ano man yung inaas sa kanya nung taong nag-approach sa kanya. Meron pang isang pumunta, tapos habang busy siya kumuha nun or ibigay dun sa tao, merong like, mabilis na kamain na kumuha ng cellphone niya. Pero anyway, I hope na nakita nila yung phone kasi shocks, diba? iPhone daw. So, anyway, ayun. So, that's a reminder na kahit saan ka talaga magpunta, merong po pwedeng, medyo merong magna, merong scammers, meron talagang, yun. So, be careful and always know na pwedeng mangyari yung mga ganyan. So, be cautious also. Make sure lang na yung gamit mo is talagang very close to you. Yun nga, kay kuya, nakagano na yung bag niya sa kanya. Parang hello. Diba? Nagawan pa rin ng paraan ng mga pickpockets niya na kunin. So, ayun lang. Mag-ingat lang. Okay? And the last one is PCR test. So, if you guys are curious, maraming PCR testing centers at Tbilisi. So, you just need to go anywhere. Marami sila. As in, nagkalat sila. I swear. Kami, tawag dito. Una, kinakabahan pa kami kasi sabi ko, hala baka mami, wala masyadong PCR testing centers doon, blah blah blah. Pagdating namin doon, ay nagkalat sila, lalo na doon sa Old Town. So may isang strip doon na puro PCR test. So we went with Georgian German laboratory something, and meron silang option if you want your results to be out in 6 hours, 12 hours, or 24 hours. So I think we chose the 12 hours, and 6 hours na actually dumating na siya. And well, negative. And nung pag-land namin sa Dubai under the PCR test, after 6 hours lumabas yung results, negative. So thank you Lord. Anyway, so ayun. I think that's it for my tips and tricks and yung mga experiences namin during the trip. If there is anything, again, may COVID pa din. Try to be very cautious if you are traveling, and think about yourself, think about your family, think about your friends as well. Kumbaga, don't be too carefree. I'm not saying na maging tayo, no? I'm not saying na ikulong natin yung sarili natin, because I don't like that as well. I mean, travel if you must, travel if you can. I encourage traveling. It really, takes your mind off things, and it relaxes you, and talagang ma-refresh ka. Pero syempre, may pandemic pa rin. It's still COVID, so just be extra careful pa rin. Wear your mask, follow the regulations, wash your hands, and practice good hygiene pa din. So you guys already know that. And that's it for today, guys. I hope that you learned and enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!